This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Patton.
Hello, fellas.
Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
It's just finishing sending his final text message or checking Twitter there. Or...
You know what? I did say it knowing you weren't quite ready. I thought it was only so long we can wait
here.
The
interaction.
Also, I'd finished sending my text. So I was like, oh, I'm ready to go.
Well, I was looking at something, though, that was relevant to the podcast, I think.
Was it?
Yeah,
I feel like you're just clutching at straws here.
It was a humorous story, I believe. So
you know what? We appreciate those on the show. Okay, well, we'll decide if it was worth it.
I'll tell you the story.
Tell us the story.
You can decide if it's Dodging Death podcast.
Okay.
And if it's not, then, we can edit it.
We shan't edit. Many a heckle is like you'll get. So brace yourself.
Yeah, so it's to set the scene.
Okay.
It's a group of travellers in Iceland.
Okay.
And one of the travellers goes missing.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, they conduct a search party to find this missing traveller.
Yeah, okay.
So the search.
You've suddenly adopted a very Stephen King kind of persona
searching
here.
far and wide. Well, it is the run to Halloween, isn't it? So,
it
is.
Sort of
like a spooky tale.
But it's almost like being with Vincent Price, the voice you've adopted.
I know, well, if we were filming, I could have had the torch under my chin and telling it, but, you decided not to film.
Well, the thing is, though, this room's so bright, that torch would do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It illuminates some of the chicken pox that still remain on my face.
To be honest, that's one of the main reasons we're not filming today. There's been another flare. Okay, so there's an Icelandic tour.
An Icelandic tour.
A member has gone missing.
A member of the party has gone missing.
Yeah.
So,
I'd see this movie.
Yeah. So the search party, the search is underway.
Yeah.
To find this person. They're searching far and wide.
Okay, just to confirm, this is a true story.
This is a true story. It's a new story. It was the new story that I was sending to someone.
Okay.
My God.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep interjecting here.
I know, you say you don't mean to keep interjecting. Well, still, very much interjecting at every opportunity.
And it's not like you ever do it any other time.
Yeah. And this is episode like 28 or 29 now, so you should be used to it.
Then they discover...
Okay, so there's a search party.
There's a search party. They're searching far and wide for this missing person.
Yeah.
The voice has drastically changed now to one of anger.
The torch has been thrown on the floor. Because they discover that the person who has gone missing is actually a part of the search party and they're searching for themselves. Yeah, so she left the party.
Yeah.
She left the group of travellers, got changed into a different attire.
Oh, she got changed halfway through the day.
Yeah, and then came back.
Yeah.
And then, so that's why people were sort of like, this person's gone.
But did she not recognise the brief of what they look like?
I have no... Surely she just must have...
If you went home tonight and got changed and it come on the news that there was someone missing wearing... So Steve's wearing a grey top and black jeans.
Yeah.
Would you think... I was wearing that before.
No, because I would imagine like the the artist sketch. I'd be like, that's bloody Tintin's gone missing here.
Oh, that child superstar magician Stephen Williams, star of Tricky TV season 3.
Won a BAFTA, everybody. Career's gone a bit downhill since then.
Hence why he's here.
Why Mulhern has been replaced by us.
If there was ever an upgrade in his career, that was it. That's the only upgrade he's had.
Yeah.
I agree, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you what the embarrassing thing is. I'm not about my career. I'm trying to move on from that.
We're going back to the search party story.
The search party story. The realization that woman finally had of hold on a second. I own a polka dot jacket.
I think I'd go and get changed, and then
hide in a bush.
Yeah, I'd like lie down in like a ditch and I know as though I fell. Oh my help! Help!
Yeah, but did you do that, or did you go? Oh, listen, actually, guys, I'm sorry about this.
I found her.
I believe it's me you're looking for, right?
Yeah. Do you think she wandered by a mirror? I went, hold on a second.
Went back and tried to claim the reward.
It's you.
Oh, you're joking. It's me. Yeah, it would be quite crushing, wouldn't it? I think my heart would sink.
Yeah. You know what? I'll let you have that. That was worthy.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
a
test.
Dodge and Death podcast word.
Yeah, absolutely. You might remember on the show a while ago, I spoke about getting a discount mole removal on Groupon.
Yes, I do remember.
Quite some time ago now.
Yeah.
Well, the lady I went to was great. We got on like an absolute house on fire. And honestly, it should have probably took 20 minutes. I think I was in there for over 2 hours, just like chatting away to this woman.
Really?
Yeah. To the point where she was really funny. I thought we could probably have her as a guest.
That's where you got the idea for the podcast.
Yeah? Should have brought more features than Paul. So anyway, she was great and like really rich. She was telling me about all the holidays she's been on and stuff.
I think that's why you were...
That's why I was alert.
Yeah.
Well, I said, where did you get this cash from? What do you do? She said her husband is essentially in the waste disposal industry. He has a fleet of skips.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently there's an enormous amount of money in waste management, she said. Anyway, since coming back, I sent her a message. I was going to go and see her again.
Just for a chat. Fancy a drink?
I'm going to pop around for a brew.
Yeah. Not a conversation like that all year.
So I sent her a message and there was no response. Ooh. I was like, oh, God, maybe I didn't give her the impression I thought I did. Then I thought, no, that wouldn't have been it.
I can't believe that thought even entered your mind.
To be honest, it never was on the show. I thought I should try and seem humble.
So you're 28 shows. I think you should seem humble.
Yeah, no one's fooled at this point.
A very big character shift, like the last season of Game of Thrones. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, she never replied. I thought I'll give her the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just changed her number. So I Googled her company name. Turns out the whole beauty business was a front.
Oh. No.
She was actually smuggling cocaine into the country.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, and is now behind bars for the next 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because waste disposal is...
Well, then looking back, I'm like, she almost admitted it to me.
Yeah, because that's what Tony Soprano's front is, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The classic mafia front.
Well, so what I'm saying is, if we want to take our mics and then go for a visit, she'll deliver a few bangers for us.
So I feel sorry for people who genuinely work in waste disposal, because I feel like everyone's like, oh, they're a criminal. Yeah, sure you do. Wink, wink.
But the other concerning thing is, I paid her by bank transfer, so there's literally a paper trail linking me to this woman.
Oh, it would be great if you were
embroiled in the schemes.
Yeah. We had to do the podcast over like what do they call that? The glass things and
where they go in this an old school phone.
Yeah. Is
We can touch palms through the glass.
Oh, I would not be touching palms. I would be embracing my freedom and rubbing it in your face. I think the main way to do that to you would be having some sort of like pastry.
Oh, if you came in for a visit and started eating a cannoli halfway through.
Yeah. I had like carrot cake frosting around my mouth. Actually, that might look a bit different.
You leave with the frosting on your mouth.
Both with tight stages as well.
Looking out for me, Dodge and Death co-host.
Yeah, you're going to start coming in like a prison tease. I feel like if you were in prison, I'd come in with like some kind of craft beer. I wouldn't even drink it, I'd just pour it on the floor.
As I was pounding on the glass. No. But they allow the import of alcohol into the prison grounds.
I don't think so. Can you imagine I waltz in with an espresso martini?
On craft beer.
Okay. I feel like you've always got an on-craft beer story in your back pocket somewhere.
It's a very common segue in mine. but this time it relates and it actually builds a good character for me, I'd say.
Okay. It's often my turn-off points. Both recording and listening.
Yeah. This is when Paul will he'll interrupt with a yawn.
Yeah.
On craft beer.
Or he starts searching for his Discover Steve now.
Yeah, which you can now do as we're talking again, since we're not filming. Yeah, so on craft beer.
Yes.
So I was out this weekend.
Okay.
So I was in a bar.
Okay.
And I noticed
News to nobody, this.
these two ladies walked past me. And
Okay.
as they walked past, I noticed.
Did you twoo?
No, I was going to say this paints a good picture of me. I wolf whistled. And then they walked out the bar. Good night for me. Yeah, so as they walked past, I noticed a phone dropped out of one of the bags.
Okay.
So I don't know how it just jumped out. It must have been placed badly in the bag.
This story is seeming very suspicious to me, Paul.
I feel like there was a bit of dipping going on.
This is a good picture of me.
Okay, so a phone somehow tumbles.
So a phone falls out. Yeah, so I noticed a phone drop on the floor.
Yeah.
Into your pocket.
So I, being the good Samaritan that I am,
Yeah.
walk over and pick up the phone, and these are now walked to like a booth at the other side of the bar now.
Okay.
So I walk over and I say to them, you've just dropped your phone there, and they go, oh, like, and they say, oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I give the phone back.
Yeah.
And then I go back to where my seat was, and then the lady comes back over, and she's like incredibly thankful towards me. Like,
Okay.
I keep saying like how good, like not many people would do that. So I'm just like, oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And then she says, let me buy you a drink. I'll say, no, I don't expect a drink. And
I hope you're going somewhere with this story, because so far it's like just, how good am I?
yeah, I said it paints a good picture of me, which is what I aim to do on this podcast.
Okay, so she comes over.
She comes over. She's incredibly thankful. She says, "Let me buy you a drink as a showing gratitude for that, because not many people would do that." And
Okay.
so I was like, "No, don't worry about it. I don't expect it. Like it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Like I was always going to do that anyway." So she says, "Oh, okay," kind of goes away, comes back and says the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I do the old like shoo it away. No, I don't shoo it away. Shoo. Say no, it's fine again. Like I don't expect a drink for it.
Yeah.
So she goes away, and she comes back and she says it again, and he says, "You're at the end of your drink now, so please let me buy you one." So I said, "Oh, okay." Like if you don't
I'll
mind,
have a
then-
large bottle of Moe, please.
No, so he says, "What are you drinking?" So I said, as a craft beer drinker,
Yeah.
I say whatever the IPA was on tap. And she goes, "Oh, what?" Just asked me to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do. and then she kind of goes to the bar, looks a bit confused, and
Yeah.
points to the tap.
Yeah.
And she gets a pint of this drink, and then the barman says $6.50.
Okay.
And she turns to me and goes, $6.50? You joking? So she obviously didn't realise the price of the craft beer. So I was like, "I told you I didn't want one." And she turned with a shocked face, like, $6.50? You taking the piss? It's like, I didn't ask for a drink. Like, you came over 3 times.
You didn't ask for a drink, but then you did ask for the most expensive drink.
Well, I didn't want to drink shite. She was like,
Well, fine. You did a good deed, Ryan.
"Thank you.
Yeah.
My good deeds of the week."
Yeah.
Make that a regular feature.
That shan't be a feature.
A regular feature. Get Rick to record it. Ryan's good deeds of the week. Yeah. I'm going to get in touch with him, and I'm progressing with that on my own.
I'm not a fan of this like Mother Teresa section we've got in the middle here.
I've said many times I consider Dodging Death to be the Mother Teresa of all podcasts.
And I've said many times I'm refusing to allow that to be on there.
So I'm delighted that you've had the Mother Teresa reference there. So
I was on a ship once, and I was in the corridor chatting to the cabin steward. So this is maybe like halfway through the cruise. Throughout the cruise, I'd seen this nun walking around with a guide dog.
What?
Yeah, like mad. I don't know why she was on the cruise.
So she was a guest.
She was a
on the-
passenger, just to, yeah. But she was always in like the nun outfit.
in a nun attire. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought, have a day off.
But she had a guide dog, so I'd seen her on day one of the cruise and around the ship, and I'd just become quite blasé about it. This cabin steward hadn't seen her at all. So I'm chatting to him in the corridor, and behind us, I see the nun walk across and out onto the open deck.
Yep.
So she kind of catches my eye, and I look over this cabin steward's shoulder. So he then turned to see what I'd looked at, saw this nun walking a dog, turned back to me and went, Did you see that as well?
Like a hallucination.
Yeah. It was as if he thought, I've been on this ship for too long.
But also on Mother Teresa, when I stayed in New York, I stayed in the same in a hotel that Mother Teresa had also stayed in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same.
Did you actively choose it for that reason?
Yeah, I chose the Mother Teresa suite.
And let me tell you the filth she got up to in there.
There was still
And the absolute grot that was left after she left.
there was still one of her outfits in the wardrobe. That's what I went round New York in the next day. We had a picture of me on top of the Statue of Liberty.
I'm more concerned about where you were stuffing the rosemary beads. So, Paul, have you got a good deed?
No,
I think call it rosemary beads.
Yeah, it's rosary.
A rosary?
Yeah, rosemary is like the spice.
Oh, so it is, yeah.
Like rosemary and thyme.
Anything. Weren't they also like daytime detectives?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It was like it was a daytime detective show.
I feel like me and you should recreate that, Ryan.
Yeah, I do less good deeds than Ryan, so I've got but Hannah, my girlfriend, had a misplaced good deed today.
Okay.
So I was in Sainsbury's doing some shopping.
Okay.
And I got a text off there because she works nights. So about 1 o'clock, I got a text saying, I've just been woken up by somebody bashing down my door.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh God.
Not a euphemism, is it?
I hope not.
She's very forward about it.
So, Paul, this is the end of our communications now.
No, so I was
I've moved on to a real man.
So I replied like, what? Why? Like, what happened? Are you okay? So she sent this as like a staggered message. So it wasn't like one paragraph. It was like message.
Got it, yeah.
I don't know if it's to build the suspense on purpose so that I purposely
She's a great storyteller.
Yeah. So the message,
tell the Icelandic search party thing instead of me.
So the messages go, he was banging on the door for ages, but really aggressively. So we looked out and didn't recognise him, hearing her mum.
Yeah.
So he chose not to answer the door. But the next minute he started shouting through the letterbox, please, somebody answer the door, please.
Oh my God, this is terrifying.
Oh.
So my mum was like, maybe...
This really is a Halloween episode,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
So she was like, so my mum was like, maybe he's been attacked or something, and answered the door.
Oh my God, open the door to the madman.
Answered the door. But as I say, this is coming through staggered, so
God,
this is coming through
I don't
2
even
minutes
open the door
apart.
to Ryan.
Yeah. Even if I knew I had a good deed of the week for the feature film, I wouldn't have answered that door.
So the man started saying, is Ronnie here? And so they were obviously like,
You know what I would have actually done? I would have chatted him through the letterbox.
I think that would have been
Open it a bit wider.
It would be a nightmare to open the letterbox. Like it's quite hard.
She's got a fireproof thing as well, like the material that it's not a clear letterbox.
Must be a nightmare for the postman.
Like I don't know what it is. It's like a material either side, like the bristles.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I think mine's like that as well, which is why like I think it's hard to open the letterbox.
Yeah, that's to prevent anyone posting it and that's on fire.
Is it actually?
I think.
I don't think.
Yeah, because when you said the fireproof thing, I had no idea what you were about.
Surely that makes sense. Like as you post it and that was on fire, the bristles would put the fire out.
I'm gonna try it when I get home. See me arrested for an arson attack on my own house.
We can all try it on yours. We'll go and put some petrol down on the floor.
Ryan petrol bombed his own house last week, so just me and Paul on next week's episode.
I would have said that's more for the wind to stop the breeze.
Maybe.
Because there's no way there's such regularity of people stuffing a flame through a fucking letterbox.
Maybe they just don't hear of it though, because they always get extinguished.
No, it's
was it such a problem that we need to make fireproof letterboxes? Yeah, there's too much flaming mail right now. We need to get a control on this.
That's because I was posting tasteful nudes of myself through the door. That hot stuff I was putting through.
This has completely turned my whole world upside down. This story. I'm going to go to bed safe knowing that I'm not going to be burned to death.
Yeah.
Right, so back to the good deed that turned bad.
Yeah.
So they've opened the door now.
Yep.
So I know on message that the door has been opened.
Okay.
I don't know what else has happened.
To the shouting man.
Yeah, so the shouting man then was saying, is Ronnie here?
Yeah.
So they were like, no, there's no Ronnie here. And he was like, he is here. Stop lying and let me in. And tried to force his way into the house. So Hannah's mum was like, no, there is no Ronnie here. Please go away. He then stepped back and pulled something out of his bag. Now, this message was sent to 1331.
You know what? That was a genuine gasp. And I feel like through the headphones,
That startled me.
yeah, this has become a Radio 4 playlist.
So I found out at 1331 he stepped back and pulled something from his bag.
Oh my
The next
god!
message was not received till 1333. So you can imagine my
Oh my
panic
God.
in Sainsbury's.
Oh, what I will say though, why didn't you phone?
I was doing my shopping.
You were perusing the whoopsies.
So 1331 he's pulled something from his bag.
Yeah.
1333 it was 2 pieces of steak wrapped in tinfoil.
What?
Yeah, I've got so. I was then like, I would think I was more concerned than if he would have pulled out a knife or something, because it was like, what's he popping?
Yeah,
into?
Yeah.
It's quite clearly insane. I think you'd rather expect it's like a knife or a gun. 2 pieces of steak. He's fucking deranged.
And you know what was worse?
Tinfoil as well.
It was a shitty cut. We're not talking your filet mignon.
Like the house special from the restaurant we went last night.
Yeah.
So he then changed his tone. So then the next message I received was, he was then like, listen, love, me lecky's gone, and will you please just buy these steaks off me for £6 because I need some electricity?
Oh my
So
god!
his mum was like, no, I'm not buying the steaks. And he was like, oh, please, I promise you they're fresh. I got them yesterday.
I like the way the position of power has just completely changed. He's realised he's holding the steaks in his hands and he knows his place. Like, oh no, I hold no cards.
So then, instead of offering 2 steaks for £6, he said, all right then, we'll just buy 1 for 3.
Oh, he haggled. Also, there's no real negotiation. He just halved it.
Well, yeah. He was like, please.
He's like, at least give me a deal.
He was like, please, me lecky's gone. So then Hannah's mum was like, no, honestly, we don't want the steaks.
Yeah.
Shut the door. He then turned around, fell over Hannah's dog and muttered, oh, fuck off, as he walked away. But Hannah was like, I don't understand, because what was more confusing is he then didn't go and try and sell it to anyone else. He just
Oh.
stormed off down the street.
You might have saw them and thought, oh, they need a gut of steak. They're gonna buy this steak off me. I know, I can see it in their eyes.
So like, who was Ronnie?
Yeah?
Where did the steaks come from? Why didn't he try and sell them to anyone else?
I thought he would have knocked on every door, just hoping he's going to come up on a Ronnie at some point.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah. That's terrifying, though.
So
Yeah.
What
That's
what
genuinely
Hannah should
terrifying.
do is always keep a jug of peppercorn sauce next to the door. Throw it at the assailants. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I'd open that door.
No.
No, I'd be like, when I heard the shouting, I'd shout back, nobody's here! The house is empty!
I was in bed one night and my dad's was working nights.
Yeah.
And so there was me, my sister and my mum in, and our alarm went off. So my sister started shouting, we've got a gun! To the absolute horror of me and my mum. My sister's like 28. We were like, will you stop shouting? We have not got a gun, everyone. The neighbours called the police. We ended up in jail. There was no burglar.
That would scare away a burglar, though. What is? Yeah, it would.
What if they had a bigger gun?
I know.
Yeah, but are you comparing sizes? Yeah, I just wouldn't do well in that kind of emergency situation.
Oh, no.
I've always said if a ship was going down, I'd push women and children out the way.
Would you?
I'd jump straight on a lifeboat and just like flip the ship the bird as I sail off.
Well, people on like the Titanic, they said were like dressing up as women, weren't they, to make sure they got off first?
Really?
And you could have put your Mother Teresa off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd got priority, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
Yeah, I'm doing a good.
I could have been a child. I would have been sucking on the teat.
Ryan's teeth.
Yeah.
I was going to say in that like sort of image, are you sucking on my teeth? So we're both on this sinking ship. We realise we need to get off. So I dress up as a nun and pretend that you're my child. Which it's very unbelievable, because why would the nun have ever had a kid?
Oh, that's
Because that would have been that she'd have,
Yeah.
done the hanky
Done the
panky.
dirty.
Yeah. Have you ever been in danger on a ship?
A danger.
Yeah, as in like, where do you think? Oh,
Yeah. This could be it.
the captain comes on and
This could. Well, actually, I was going on a cruise around Egypt, And in that kind of area, it's very prone to pirates and things.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say I wouldn't think there was much water around Egypt. I know there's the River Nile. But I wouldn't have thought that. But that's not large enough for a cruise liner, is it?
No, it's not. Are you all right, Paul?
Egypt has a coast, doesn't it?
I didn't think it did.
Yeah,
But I know
Sheikh is on the coast.
I know we're at the River Nile, so that probably sounds stupid. But
Well, no.
I
So
would've
like,
thought
if you're going to see the pyramids, you actually go to Giza, which is maybe like 6 hours away from the pyramids, and you've got to like coach in. This wasn't the point of the story.
I know. I've totally derailed because
Your terrible geography.
We've got a bit of
knowledge.
geography chat going on.
It was a genuine thought that just came out.
Yeah. So you do see the Nile eventually, but like a cruise ship can't. It's too big.
See, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So anyway, this area is very prone to pirates and like ship attacks. So I was about to do my very light-hearted magic show, and the captain like comes into the dressing room, which is a very curious thing when I'm backstage.
God, yeah,
Like,
that's an alarming sight.
It is. And we make some small talk and says, listen, before you go on, I'm going to have to have a chat with the audience. I was like, God, the show isn't that bad.
What an opening act, the captain.
I know.
The captain would always steal the show.
Well, the guests love the captain saying anything.
Yeah.
He was like Jerry Seinfeld before the show. He did a type 5.
No one wanted to see any of your shite after that.
So the reason he was going on was that in that area, overnight they were going to put barbed wire around the exterior of the ships and around all the open decks so no one could climb up. So he was saying, listen, don't be alarmed by us doing this, but we've got like security, we do have enforcements on the ship, and if anything happens,
Isn't the top deck of a cruise ship like unbelievably high?
well, it is, but like
These pirates are agile, Paul.
All really tall.
they're all dressed like Spider-Man in the boat.
Excellent climbers, these pirates. It's one of the the essentials of the
prerequisites.
job. Yeah.
You need good social skills.
Yeah, I like see the job description for a pirate.
Why? Oh, you think about changing careers?
Well, I'm not agile enough, unfortunately. I
that's
think
true.
I'd fail.
That's true.
Yeah, I could lie, but I'd be terrible. I was awful in an awesome wall, so
I
no chance of
don't
scaling the ship.
think they take kindly to it either.
I'd also have to move to the coast of Egypt as well.
Yeah,
It's just a
yeah.
nightmare. No way we could still do the podcast.
The Mother Teresa of pirates.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, I don't think this is very ethical.
Are there any women and children on this, folks? We'll let you go.
Yeah, this podcast is the main reason why I won't become a pirate. My dedication to this podcast. Otherwise, I'll be there trying my hand.
So yeah, the captain had to go on and say, "Listen, don't be nervous about this. We've got this under control, but we are putting barbed wire around the ship." Yeah.
Sounds under control.
How-
to me.
It felt like being back at home.
Everyone on the ship, though, wouldn't have been in your show. So how did he get the news to everyone else?
Please, my show is an event. They pack themselves in. So yeah, but thankfully nothing happened there.
That was the moment of peril then on the ship.
Yeah. I guess I've also been through the Bermuda Triangle a few times.
Ooh.
You know, and there's like an underscore of peril there.
Is it eerie?
Well, only because I'm seen walking around the ship going, ooh, hidden around corners.
You pretend to be the ghost of people from a sunken ship.
Bed sheet over his head.
Oh, well, aesthetically, that gives a wrong look, Paul. Oh no! Honestly, I just meant to be a ghost.
Why have you burnt that cross? It was
I tripped over a match. It's all accidental. You know, actually, on Bermuda, the ship I was on, it was the ship that you came on with me. For the cruise.
Yeah.
Yes, a celebrity cruise ship.
Yeah.
that's the name of the company. It doesn't mean like, Robert De Niro was on.
Steve was the most famous one. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
Oh, you got stopped walking through town yesterday, didn't you?
Oh, that's true.
recognised by-
Yeah. Such a regular occurrence. I forgot it happened.
He had absolutely no idea you had no idea who the other person was, did you?
No, I mean, the way you leapt into it kind of gave the impression it was like a fan.
Yeah.
When actually, just someone I met a few years ago and forgot what they looked like. Because he's now bald. So Bermuda, the ship was there all the time. And by where we used to dock, there was an art shop.
Oh.
Now, as is very apparent on this show, I often like to try my hand at new skills.
Yeah.
Learning new things. So, apropos of nothing, I thought to myself, I'm going to become an artist.
Oh, God.
In my mind, this is a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
We could do a whole episode on Steve's bad
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
Going from flat helicopter
yeah.
lessons.
Yeah, but I
to
would
Feature of
I wouldn't enjoy
Good deeds of the
this.
week for Ryan and what
Shit
bad
that
idea.
Stephen's been up to.
shit Steve wasted money on.
So anyway, I go to the art supply store and I buy myself some canvases and brushes and paints. I spend an absolute fortune in this shop. Turns out canvases are really expensive. Also, I feel like most people start on just like paper first. I'm like, no, this is
yeah,
going to be so good.
You go straight for the canvas.
Yeah. So I've got all this stuff and I go back to the ship with it. Unfortunately, because paint is flammable, you're not allowed to take it onto a cruise ship. So I get there and they go, no, we cannot allow you to bring this on board. I go back to the art shop and there's no refunds. So I'm stood there in fucking Bermuda with just a barrage of art supplies.
You go around knocking on doors asking for Ronnie and trying to sell it. 2 pallets for £6. I ran out of lecky on the ship.
I've got a painting of a steak.
I need money for the Wi-Fi password when I get back home.
So what I thought I'd do, I thought I'll just cut my losses here. But it was a really nice day. So I went to a park and I set up like all my supplies and thought I'll just do some painting in the park.
Yeah.
So I'm there, got my headphones in. Actually, it's a really pleasant thing to do. I'm painting away. I've obviously got no art skills because I've never done it before.
Sort of the image of someone painting in a park, I would assume would be a talented artist.
Yeah.
So if I was to walk past and,
Well, this is the issue. I'm totally oblivious. I'm in my own world. I suddenly realise a crowd had gathered behind me.
God.
They're all like trying to peer over my shoulder as to what I'm doing. Because obviously it's like some young guy painting. It's like, oh, what's he doing over here?
Yeah.
So... Honestly, I done one of the worst bits of art you can possibly imagine. Like, really fucking awful. And I step back, see this crowd, and they all now see what I've done. And I'm filled with more shame than when that woman faked at my climax.
It's normally better than this.
And they just kind of looked genuinely confused and started to just leave.
Yeah, it's a side.
Yeah.
Oh, it's shit, everyone.
Yeah, literally nothing to see here. And it was so mortifying.
What did you try and do? You trying to like a landscape drawing?
I tried to a landscape, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
But really embarrassing. And I've not picked up a paintbrush since. Yeah. Honestly, that moment probably cost me like $200. Oh, yeah, really expensive.
Oh, you have so many bad ideas, and they're all expensive as
They're
well.
all expensive.
Yeah, they all cost money.
Like, you don't do anything for free. That's stupid. Like, helicopter lessons.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we go to today's feature?
Yeah.
So it was my turn to host the feature today, and it was all very last minute. It was very panicked.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I'd incorporate 2 of my favourite things into the feature today. Mm-hmm. One, the music of Mr. Gary Barlow. The other, baked goods.
Oh, Joe, that sums up your personality.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
In a feature I like to call Cake That.
Oh, excellent.
Very
Superb.
good.
So here is the aim of the game, fellas. I'm going to give you some facts, or questions more than anything, about the glorious group Take That, and you have to try and answer the questions. If you get it right, the winner, I've got you a box of French fancies.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
I like this game.
I was hoping to go to the artisanal bakery on the way here, but it's a Sunday and they were closed. So I just went to a Tesco instead.
Yeah, I've not got baked goods. Well, I say baked goods. Not had a sweet treat in the show since the wagon wheel.
The wagon wheel spectacular.
Yeah.
in which you ate about a quarter of a wagon wheel.
Yeah, which brings great shame because I tried the triple-decker wagon wheel.
You say that brings shame, but you could have painted in a park.
Yeah, that's my version of that.
Yeah. Also, that cost me money. I bought the fucking wagon wheels. Anyway, so here we go with Cake That. So, question 1. And you're challenging each other here.
I hope that I'm good at this game. I feel confident.
You, a few episodes ago, said you have a wonderful knowledge of Take That.
Yeah.
Paul, how is your knowledge of the background works of Take That?
Better than the knowledge of the quiz yesterday.
Paul and Oates.
Better than the knowledge of the quiz last week.
Hall and Oates.
Hall and
and
Oates, who I still have no idea who they are or what they do. Or
Well, anyway, we'll see how we get on. So you're facing each other here.
Yeah.
Here we go with question 1. One member of the band used to hang out with former Spice Girl Jerry Halliwell. Now, to avoid the paparazzi getting photos of them together, this band member used to cram Jerry into a duffel bag, put her in the boot of his car and drive off.
Jerry Halliwell fitted in a duffel bag.
Oh, she's very flexible,
She's a
Jerry.
contortionist. Is that not insane?
I mean, it is a bit mad.
I'm thinking a duffel bag's like just the size of like a normal rucksack. Is that?
Well, like a gym bag.
Yeah.
no, surely bigger than a gym, like a whole
I
door that you take on
think
holiday.
that's mad that Jerry Halliwell could fit into that.
Well, I mean, it's also mad. I wonder who came up with the idea.
I think it's Halliwell to show off.
Do you reckon that's a party piece?
Yeah. She can like dislocate both shoulders on demand.
She always carries around a Dunlop.
Where's Ginger Spice gone? Keep looking. It sounds like that bag's talking.
Yeah, so which member of Take That do you think did it?
I think it's Robbie.
You think Robbie did it?
I think that's a Robbie Williams.
Now, I'm assuming you know all the names of Take That.
Yeah.
There's Robbie, Jason Orange, Gary Barlow, and
Howard
And?
Donald. And Mark Owen.
And Mark Owen.
Mark Owen, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's 5. Isn't
5.
I don't think that's Robbie or Gary.
No?
I'm going to go Mark Owen with that one.
Mark Owen?
Yeah.
And?
there? Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams. Well, one of you does have it correct. The person to stuff Jerry Halliwell into a hodl was Robbie Williams.
I thought.
Oh,
like,
I think
Yes.
I've heard that before.
yeah,
I've heard that
I've
fact
never heard
before.
that. I would, because Robbie Williams, you'd assume would be the one schmoozing with like the other celebrities more.
You'd
but,
think so, yeah. He'd
but
be
so-
flaunting Halliwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 1 point to Paul. You're
you.
edging ever closer to the French fancies.
Have you ever had the French fancy
I
before?
don't even know what one is.
I know. I thought you would have had one.
Well, here we go. Question 2. In 2017, X claimed he washed his hair for the first time in 14 years. What member of Take That was it?
I'm going Howard.
Howard?
Mark.
Mark?
Howard used to have dreadlocks, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And Mark, let's see. Unfortunately, neither of you have it. It was amazingly Gary Barlow.
What? He has got like just.
He's got very normal hair.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel like that'd be easy for him to wash in the shower.
yeah, but
I think that's a lie. I think he's lying.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think he's lying or Steve's lying.
No, I think Gary's lying.
To try and be a bit of a character.
Yeah, just naturally by being in the shower, he would.
Yeah,
He'd be washing the hair, wouldn't he, really?
A
Like-
splashback.
Yeah, whereas that's why Howard, because dreadlocks don't to make them to make dreadlocks go the way they do. You don't wash your hair, do you? It's not right.
Why are you assuming I know about dreadlocks?
I have no idea.
We're having no hair to dreadlocks now.
Yeah, I thought that could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still 1-0 up anyway.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. From
Would
this
you
to me.
consider, for the sake of the show, growing some out for us, Ryan?
Dreadlocks?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's frowned upon, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh, what a white guy getting dreadlocks, cultural appropriation.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because naturally we don't. Our hair doesn't grow that way.
Oh.
What if we wanted to?
What if you wanted to? You're kind of arguing genetics there.
Yeah, I think you've got to not. That's why I think, like, if I was to get dreadlocks, I'd need to not wash my hair for 14 years.
That'd be fantastic.
Well, anyway, question number 3. X claimed to be the only one in the group who was any fun, and he took pride in the fact that he could hold his alcohol. In that very same interview, he said he also enjoyed a scented candle.
That's not Robbie Williams, then, is it?
But one of them said that they're the only fun one in the band.
Jason Orange.
Jason Orange.
I'll go Mark Owen.
Mark Owen.
I think Mark Owen. I can imagine Mark Owen enjoying a scented candle.
You're both incorrect. It
I'll
was
take
Gary
that.
Barlow once again.
Oh, what an idiot Gary Barlow is. I should have known that. Typical Tory.
Is Barlow a Tory?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He is.
Oh,
He seems
Gary.
like a Tory.
You can't just
He's making wild claims. I have no idea. I know he got embroiled in tax dodging. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
you did, yeah. Still a national treasure, though.
Oh.
Oh, really? Oh,
I don't know. I think that's no one can keep that.
No, he's bounced back.
No, you can't. You
Yeah.
can't remain.
I
as a
wonder why
national
Steve.
treasure.
With the bangers that he's writing.
I wonder why Steve, a self-employed man, agrees with tax dodging, who works offshore.
Can we just say, I pay all of my tax, everybody.
Yeah, Attenborough is not avoiding taxes, is he? Or Stephen Fry? They're your real national treasures.
Yeah, but did either of those two write back for good? I don't think so. Okay.
I'm still ahead.
Yeah, you are.
1-0. It's hard, this.
To be honest, I thought you'd both do a bit better.
It's hard because there's 5, though.
I know,
It's a 1 in
yeah.
5 chance.
Oh,
You could have narrowed it down and give us 3 options.
Hall or Oates last week.
It's 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't think it through, really. Okay, shall we have one more question? And then this can be the decider.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah?
So I can't win.
No.
I can just equalise.
No, you get 5 points for this one.
Oh!
Yeah.
So I can win
I'm
5.
gone.
I can win 5-1.
Then again, if we were sharing the French goods,
The French fancies.
there's no way that I would get any of them.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the choice here because you're you seem to be heckling my questions.
Yeah.
You've got 2. It can either be you've got to guess a year or another one about a band member.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Year to change the format.
Okay. Final question. Here is the decider for the French fancies.
Yeah.
If neither of you get it, they go to Stephen.
I'm winning.
In what year did supergroup Take That break up? Oh. Now, just to clarify, we're not talking about the year that Robbie left. We're talking about the year that they made the very famous press conference and they, disbanded. The year that the hotline was set up.
I think that Never Forget came out in 1995.
Okay, if that's right, that is
I do.
absolute smashing knowledge of
So
that.
I think they probably stayed together for a little bit after that, but that was after Robbie Williams had left, I think, hadn't it?
Oh my god!
I know, I don't. This.
I'm
Okay.
just going to guess
all might be bollocks.
2002.
I
randomly.
will just confirm because it's staggering. Never Forget was released in 1995.
So I will say that they broke up for the first time in 1996.
I was going to go 2002 because of Ryan's knowledge, and he's he's a lot lower than me. I'm going to go 98.
Okay.
1998.
One of you does have it correct.
Oh, it's going to be Paul, isn't it?
I hope so.
The year Take That split up was in 1996.
You probably deserve
Yes.
that because you had a strategy for it.
Yeah, I did think they stayed together for that much longer after Never Forget was released. That was me.
I'm honestly
that was,
amazed that you put that together.
You can have the French fancies for that knowledge. When Steve Arged them, by the way.
So I won 5-1.
Yeah.
Having drawn 1-1.
Yes.
Excellent.
And that was Cake That.
Very good. Very good
Excellent feature.
I was mostly just doing it because of the name, really. I mean, slightly laboured, I'll admit. But, you know.
Isn't that how we do them all?
It is, yeah.
It's always for the
It
fun,
is.
isn't it?
Oh, now I do have to tell you about. To be honest, I've tried to not bring this up, but
How can you we tell all on this?
well,
That was the whole thing.
just because of the subject matter, you'll hear.
Okay.
So, do you remember? It was only a few days ago, so you'll remember. We went to the Brazilian restaurant.
The Rodizio.
yes.
Or Rodizio.
Give us another pronunciation there, Ryan.
I think it's Rodizio, but because it's a Z, but I think the Z is a sound.
Okay, well, either way, I always seem to have incidents after Brazilian food.
Yeah.
You know, you may remember the incident I had with Martin Daniels, Paul Daniels' son, in Brazil.
No, I suppose the concept though of the Rodizio is it's like a relentless assault of meat, isn't it?
It is. It's
so
absolutely barbaric, isn't it?
You're bound to have a bit of a bad stomach after a chicken heart lamb ribeye, like all within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
When the green card turns over.
But I feel like they also ignore that green card system.
Oh, yeah, it's
And
pointless.
yeah, once they're there with like a big hunk of meat next to you, I mean, I certainly get excited. The only Clary joke of the show. That.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so the following night after that, I was performing at a corporate event in Manchester. But hadn't had a Kraken that day. I don't know if you'd. I don't know if you experienced the same thing. There was a backlog in the system. There was a good foot in the intestine. Anyway, so I'm there, and I got to the hotel this event was at, relatively early.
Yeah.
And while I was just, killing some time, I thought, oh my god, this is I had almost 24-hour later meat sweats. Come on. It was disgusting. And I thought, oh, this is it. Brace yourself, porcelain. So I kind of dash into the toilet in the foyer, and just cause havoc on this poor thing. And it was the kind of thing where I've spoke on the show before. Whenever I do this in public, I keep my headphones in and have music quite loud so that I can't hear the noises.
You don't feel self-conscious.
Yeah. But even over rock DJ, I could hear it.
Rock DJ was your song of choice.
You're pooing music.
Yeah, that wasn't a review, Robbie. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is so awful. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finish up and I leave the cubicle and I'm washing my hands. And as I'm washing my hands in the mirror, I make eye contact with another man in there who clearly heard the whole ordeal.
No.
Yeah, and it was really awkward. But I just, a whisper of eye contact, and I go back to washing.
You apologise. Sorry.
Have you got a match? So really embarrassing. Anyway. About half an hour later, I think I should go into the event now. And I just speak to just someone who works, they're clearly an employee, and saying, oh, I'm looking for I'll say his name, it's John. It's fine to say this guy's name.
Yeah, I mean, John is
It
hardly narrows it down.
I know John.
Yeah.
You're not single.
You don't even know the company name. Yes, it's fine. So I said, oh, I'm looking for John. He's organised the event. And he said, oh, there he is over there. I look over. The guy made eye contact with him in the toilet.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to go over and I'll go, hi, John.
Remember me?
Yeah. And two things cross my mind. One is, do I bring up, like, oh, it's you?
Oh,
no, tell me that.
Absolutely not.
Well, the other thing I thought was, do we shake hands?
Oh, it definitely in his mind if you
Yeah. That's what I
But then
thought.
if you were doing a thorough wash, though, I mean...
Yeah, but still, you should have heard these noises, Ryan. Yeah, so really, really awkward. And I know then, during my whole act, he's thinking, God, if only these people knew.
Yeah, he's not enjoying any of the tricks.
No.
That man's
No.
a monster.
Absolute disaster it was.
Well, I'm happy you shared. I feel like, that was podcast worthy.
Yeah, but,
it
yeah.
would be a shame to not.
I just think it's yet another story where I cause chaos in a toilet cubicle.
Yeah, we like to include toilet humour whenever we can on this on Dodge and Depth.
Anyway, shall we go into Discover Steve?
Yes.
Have you got one for us? I normally start with Paul, so I'm going to go for you, Ryan.
I have got one.
Go on, hit us with it.
I've got an excellent Discover Steve this week.
Oh, sorry. Not very modest of you.
I often introduce things by saying how good it's going to be.
Yeah,
and
you do.
I think
normally they're incredibly underwhelming.
Yeah, so I feel like I should really workshop how I deliver something. To stop building her up so much and then use it to be greeted by silence.
Yeah.
But this is excellent.
Okay, well, we'll see.
So I discovered what the French word for vegan cheese is this week. Are
Okay.
you aware?
No, this is certainly the least interesting Discover Steve we've ever had.
No, you'll be a fan of this.
Okay, let's see.
Vegan cheese in France is called fromage. Oh, come on.
Fromage.
Fromage,
Fromage.
like faux, but like instead of fromage, fromage, like FAUX.
Yeah, so like faux.
Yeah, so it's like fake,
Yeah.
but it's a pun on fromage.
On fromage. Yeah, but
I thought you'd be a fan of that. I didn't expect Paul to be, but I thought
I
you'd
just
love
think
that.
it's kind of what I would have anticipated.
I think it's very clever. We call it vegan cheese. They've got a fancy name for it.
That's true, actually. Maybe I'm not giving this enough credit.
You're not giving her enough credit.
To be honest, I feel like just because of how you ramped into it, there was no way I was going to give it credit.
Fromage. I think that's excellent.
Yeah,
That.
fromage.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to back down. I'm going to get off my high horse here. That was a good good fact.
Thank you.
Not as good as mine, which is excellent this week.
Mine's pretty standard, so
Okay.
no fun.
Lowering
no praise.
expectations, Paul.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. I need to think how to start listening to you.
I feel like we should start all episodes with an introduction from Paul going, just all right this week.
This one's fine.
It'll do.
It'll kill an hour.
In the car.
So anyone who's obviously everyone's probably drank bottled water.
Yes?
Yes.
Single-use plastic, not very good.
It's not very good.
But it's still nice anyway, let's be honest. So bottled...
Greta Thunberg will not be listening now, Paul. She's got a lot of time to kill as well on those boat trips.
Though yet the bottled water expiration dates are for the bottle, not the actual water.
Oh.
After a while, the plastic will start leaching into the liquid.
That is good. Yeah, that's good. That.
Will water ever expire?
I don't know.
No, I wouldn't
And
think
also,
so.
It's got to be moving no water, hasn't it? Isn't it if it goes still water, doesn't it stagnate?
Oh, yeah.
So could bottled water stagnate?
Yeah,
or-
but would it stagnate if it's bottled? I don't think it would.
I feel like, considering this is my Discover Stay, I know
You should know a bit
absolutely
more about
nothing
it.
Ask me any question about vegan cheese and I'm prepared.
Googling random facts doesn't really help in this section.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest. I feel like I've trumped the facts
Oh.
this week.
You've got a good one.
I've got it in the bag.
Better than fromage.
Prepare yourselves.
Donald Trump.
The creator of the Pringles can
Yeah.
is buried in a Pringles can.
Oh, this sounds like bullshit.
It's not.
This sounds like when I
this
said the
sounds like
maker of
yeah.
the frisbee
Oh,
was
yeah,
turned into a frisbee.
no.
This sounds like when you said 7-Up. There was
The ashes.
There was 6 iterations before it.
That was. I was
bullshit.
I was given bad information there, Ryan.
Yeah.
Not Jerry Halliwell, is it, by the way? Just squeeze it in there as well.
The ashes of Frederick Barr, who created the iconic Pringles can in what year, Ryan?
1905.
I'll say later than that. I reckon Pringles.
In fact, well later than that, yeah.
I'm not gonna say well later.
1928.
But the tube packaging though seems would indicate a bit more. I reckon post-war, post World War II. I'm gonna say 1952.
1966. He found his eternal resting place in one when he died in 2000. And what year, Ryan?
2000.
Might be an ill taste, so we'll move on. 2008.
I was going to say that.
I was going to say 2006.
No, 2008, and his remains are in the original flavour can.
What
So the
flavour was
ashes.
it?
See, I-
Original.
I thought when you said, I thought he made like a giant one, so like as a coffin.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yeah. Like just like a novelty coffin. I was thinking it must be a bit tough to get the body into that circular opening.
Yeah, so there you go.
But still, yeah, that is a
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Do give us a 5-star review on iTunes. You can follow us on Instagram, Paul, which is
At Dodging Death Podcast.
We don't have a video this week, but you can
No.
get all the other episodes, and you can get in touch with us on the website, which is
dodgingdeathpodcast.com.
I think that's it.
Email address.
No,
it doesn't
yeah,
work. Yeah, it doesn't work. No.
We've not mastered the email yet.
No,
so,
you can do the contact form on the
Have you not
website.
set up an email address?
I know.
Well, don't keep this lip,
No,
fellas.
I agree with Paul.
Well,
yeah.
because we keep doing hi at dodgingdeathpodcast.com, and we only really get like half of the emails because your competition, it turns out people actually did enter. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, it's become a very downbeat ending.
Yeah.
But
Shall we go back to Fomage?
yes, that is it, and we'll be back again next week. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.